This is unbelievable. I mean, you're a hard man to track down.
I am, a little bit.
Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for some young actors who found celebrity at a young age, but have since undergone radical transformations.
What about?
Somebody might want to hire me one day, and then they're
I
like,
know, right?
Remember that
That's
thing
true.
you said?
Number 10, Daryl Sabara. 90s kids know him as the clumsy yet savvy Junie Cortez from Spy Kids, but to the next generation, he is famous for a whole other reason.
Ew, gross. What do you see? You. Very funny.
Though he never really left the entertainment industry, his popularity waned following the conclusion of the franchise. He did some voiceover work and dabbled in theater, but it was his love life that catapulted him back into the limelight. Today, he is best known as pop star Meghan Trainor's husband.
And then month one, I wrote a song for him called Marry Me, and it's on our YouTube wedding video, and we watch it every day with Riley because our 3-year-old, it's his favorite video before sleep time.
The couple went viral after they were photographed leaving an adult shop together in 2018. Let's just say he appeared different. The Made You Look singer has since explained that they were shopping for a friend. Whatever you say, Megan.
It wasn't for us. I mean, we get pretty freaky, but not like too much. It was for a friend who was too shy.
Number 9, Taylor Momsen. Watching little Cindy Lou Who from How the Grinch Stole Christmas grow up in front of our very eyes has been a wonderful ride.
You're the
Grinch!
We've seen her go from gossip girl to goth, and boy did she know what she was doing. The heavily lined eyes became her signature aesthetic, far from the goody two-shoes she seemed as a child star.
It's the songs, those last forever, and that's what I put all my heart and soul into and slaved over, and no one's even mentioning that.
Eventually, Taylor left Tinseltown behind with hopes of making it in the music industry. Being the creative genius she is, her rock band The Pretty Reckless took off, and she has not looked back since. Number 8, Mara Wilson. You'd expect one of Hollywood's most beloved child stars of all time to have an easy life.
Christmas, what do you think about that?
That's a good one.
However, Mara's journey has been surprisingly challenging yet inspiring. You might remember her as the absolutely adorable Matilda from the 1996 movie of the same name, or Natalie Hillard from Mrs. Doubtfire.
You can't go now.
You have to.
We're right in the middle of Charlotte's Web. Who's gonna finish it?
Unfortunately, her fame proved to be a disadvantage, especially when puberty hit. Being tormented at school was 10 times worse, and the industry's beauty standards were harsh, to say the least. Projects were few and far between, so she quit and turned to the quill. Mara's now a published author and voice actor, but you won't see her at your usual red carpet.
When I decided to stop pursuing a career in film acting or TV acting once and for all, I felt like this great weight lifted because it wasn't my job to be pretty or thin or anything for anybody. You know, it wasn't my job anymore.
Number 7, Jonathan Lipnicki. Virtually no one who watched Stuart Little could help the mouthful of ahs that escaped every time we saw George Little on our screens.
Sure, George. Go ahead. I'm an open book. Ask me anything. The first thing that pops into your head.
Could you pass the gravy?
The kid we hoped would never grow up is now a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt and a producer. Luckily for fans, he is still acting, but these days, he plays jacked and handsome young men.
You're doing it wrong, dude.
No, I'm pretty sure I've done it right.
Perhaps the only thing he has in common with his younger self is his love for animals. Jonathan is dedicated to animal welfare and is also involved with several other philanthropic organizations. What a sweetheart.
I do a bunch of different things.
It's great, dude.
All around the thing I love.
Number 6, Haley Joel Osment. Emily Osment's big brother bagged an Oscar nod at 11 for The Sixth Sense.
What are you thinking, Mama? You think I'm a freak?
Look at my face. I would never think that about you. Ever. Got it?
Got it.
If that doesn't tell you all you need to know about his immense talent, we don't know what will. Haley Joel paused his acting career at one point to have a normal life away from showbiz. He even grew a beard to make sure he wasn't spotted by fans.
You talk about being recognised. Is that why you've now got a beard? So you don't.
I tried to use it as a disguise, but it doesn't work anymore.
In due course, however, Osment came to terms with the fact that acting was his true calling and returned to the industry. Thankfully, the working environment had improved by then, and he could pick up where he left off.
I'm glad you're finding it helpful.
It's awesome.
Number 5. Nate Richert. Melissa Joan Hart's Sabrina might have been a teenage witch, but it was her boyfriend Harvey Kinkle who had us under his spell.
Hey, here comes Harvey. Maybe he's got exciting news.
I do.
See?
Yeah, I just got my car realigned. It used to veer slightly to the left, and now it doesn't.
That's it? Okay, we are now officially in a rut.
Played by Nate Richert, Harvey was a heartthrob if we had ever seen one. He dominated our TV screens in the 90s with his dirty blonde hair and swoon-worthy smile.
Yeah, they think they're forcing me to stay in, but really they're just forcing me to sneak out.
You're gonna sneak out? What if you get caught?
They'll ground me, but it's okay. I don't have anything to do next weekend.
He still has his classic grin, but the mane has now made way for a beard and a variety of hats that make him look even more unfamiliar. He hasn't left the entertainment world behind, but his appearances have gotten quite sparse over the years while he focuses on his music career. Number 4. Edward Furlong. After his award-winning performance as John Connor in the Terminator 2 Judgment Day, Furlong was set for a solid career.
You're not here to kill me. I figured that part out for myself. So what's the deal?
My mission is to protect you.
However, it all went downhill after he developed both a substance use disorder and an eating disorder. His home life was unstable, and as a teenager, he was in a terribly inappropriate relationship with a woman nearly double his age.
I realized that I was being toxic. I was a toxic person to be around.
To add to that, he was incarcerated for domestic violence, which several of his partners accused him of. All this and more obviously took a toll on his good looks, but that was the least of his concerns. Fortunately, he has since changed his ways and is now reportedly sober.
I'm not like future tripping over it. I feel like if I have like what I need right now, I'm going to do like a movie here in LA just for like a couple weeks, and I don't know.
It's what it is.
Tripping out. It's what it is, dude.
Number 3, Susan Olsen. It seems like we blinked and the delightfully endearing Cindy Brady grew up.
Cindy, the point is that you are not to tattle about other people's business anymore. Now, I mean never. Because if you do, you're going to be punished. Is that clear?
Yes, Daddy.
Good, I hope so.
What we did not expect, however, was for the Brady Bunch actress to become so polarizing a figure. After being typecast, Susan stepped away from La La Land. What kept her in the headlines, however, were the problematic and allegedly discriminatory comments she made every now and then.
Also, it all started with politics last week when the actor was a guest on Susan Olsen's radio show. From there, it escalated on Facebook, where the former child star allegedly used the slur.
She once went as far as to claim that she was ousted for a potential Brady Bunch reboot because of her quote-unquote dangerous statements. Politics aside, Susan is now a mother with glasses and bangs, replacing her signature pigtails. You wouldn't be surprised if you ran into her at the grocery store, probably because you wouldn't know it was her in the first place.
He goes, dude, you're a part of people's childhood.
Mm-hmm.
And you're the good part.
Number 2, Jake Lloyd. We saw him as an exceptionally talented young actor who played baby Anakin Skywalker in the first Star Wars prequel, The Phantom Menace.
You're a Jedi Knight, aren't you?
What makes you think that?
I saw your laser sword. Only Jedis carry that kind of weapon.
What we didn't see was how desperately 10-year-old Jake was struggling behind the scenes. Facing taunting at school and being hounded by cameras every waking hour of the day had a devastating impact on him. Calling his childhood traumatizing would be an understatement.
I get some pretty crazy questions, and I get a lot of people asking me a lot of random stuff. Most people just want to say hi and hang out for a bit and get an autograph signed. And
No wonder he abandoned his rising career as an actor in 2001. The only time he showed up on our screens after that was when he was arrested for speeding, which led to a police chase. In his mugshot, his head was shaved and he sported a goatee, obviously far from the innocent little kid we remember.
People think showbiz kids were used to rejection. You know, we don't mind it when you criticize the way that we are, look, think, act, but we're still kids, man.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications.
Number 1. Stephen Anthony Lawrence. The only way you'll ever recognize this child actor is from his personality. The Even Stevens star continues to be as impish and playful as when he was a Disney kid.
Little Mr. Sacktown gets to appear on public access TV with the mayor himself. You like that, huh?
Big deal. It's just cable.
The only thing that has changed, and drastically might we add, is his entire face. For starters, long gone is the memorable bowl cut. Stephen is now nearly bald, has lost considerable weight, and has a full beard.
You're kind of an international man of mystery.
You might just mistake a different celebrity for him, or the other way around. On the personal side, he struggled with substance use disorder, but has now turned a new leaf and teaches acting.
I think it's a big blessing to get kids to start learning technique at an early age instead of just making faces in front of the camera.
How do you feel about Hollywood's treatment of child stars? Sound off in the comments.
We just have friends that are boys, but not boyfriends.
Oh, I see. You have friends that are boys, but you don't have, like, is there a boy in your class you like?
Just as friends.
Check out this other recent clip from MsMojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.